What's up, cousins? It's DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. I need you guys to come in, join the discussion, become a subscriber if you are not already, and make sure your notification bells are on so that you don't miss a thing. Welcome back, cousins. And if you are new here, welcome to the family, period. We are here to talk about Arionne Curry. She, tried to get one off on Destiny and Martell last night by posting a real live text thread that was going on between her and Martell. So it was in real time. Basically, he was sending her stuff and she was putting it on her IG stories. And some of the stuff was exposing conversations that Destiny may have had with Martell. I'm going to tell you guys about it. I have the receipts. Shout out to one of my subs who sent it over to me last night. I appreciate you. I was asleep, so I do appreciate you sending this over. But yeah, I'm going to talk all about it because if there's one thing Arionne is through and through, and that is insecure AF. She is insecure. She has reason to be because that man that she calls her man, does not always call her his woman. Okay. He just started that recently. Also, we already know he's for the streets. She said he's for the streets. We know how she got him. Okay. So, and we've seen her with her hair all over her head, begging God to help her get through the pain, child. Like Lisa Stansfield, how can I ease it? How can I ease the pain? Yes, all of those things, baby. We're going to talk about these receipts, though, so y'all stick around for that. I'm just going to give y'all a little background on what I think went down last night before we show these receipts, okay? Because y'all know last week, the trailer for the upcoming season dropped, right? We got a little preview of what's to come on Love and Marriage Huntsville season 12. And even though a lot of people were saying, oh my God, Arionne is going to blow the roof off the mother. She's going to tell all this business about the Scotts and whatnot. The truth of the matter is, it looks like Arionne is the one getting ran through the ringer because the main storyline, it looks like, anyway, one of the main storylines is whether or not Martell and Destiny took a romp between them sheets. And Arionne probably heard that conversation for the first time when we heard the conversation, and that would be on the preview, right? So we've heard Marceau say it before, but literally the entire cast is discussing it. Marceau and Tisha, the Fletchers are discussing it, not to mention the fact that Nell did her big one when she planted the seed. Baby, is Destiny and Martell best friends? Are they the besties for the resties? Okay, so in that clip, Arionne is spilling her guts to Nell Fletcher, talking about how she's in love with Martell, how her and Martell are best friends. And Nell Fletcher didn't say, that's nice. Nell Fletcher didn't say, I hope it works out for you. Nell Fletcher didn't say, that's the beginning of a real relationship. What Nell Fletcher said was, how can he be your best friend when Destiny said he's her best friend? So that's the type of stuff that wakes you up in a cold sweat, okay? Does not matter who you are or how secure you think you are in your relationship. You want to fight a bitch for saying some stuff like that to you. And it looks like those words have caught up with Arionne because she was out here talking mad shit, talking mad business to Martell, to Destiny. Perhaps she was taking a swat or two to Martell's ex-wife, Melody, because y'all know Mel's been saying since she divorced Martell that he wants her back. And from what I'm understanding, because I am not on anybody's page, I'm not behind anyone's paywall, but she's been exposing text messages and things that's still going on. So it looks like Arionne was trying to take a swat at everybody, and she wants to see what happens next. Okay, let's talk about these messages right now. Okay, y'all. So she did a little post and delete. Now, before I actually talk about the messages, I want y'all to see the name of the song that she has this playing against. It's Gonna Be Mad Again. And here's the lyrics in case you are not familiar with that song. She said, I got these bitches mad again. She's furious. She's furious. Oh, she angry. She angry. She mad. It's me. I got these bitches mad again. Never about no money, but it's always about these men. She's furious. She want to throw them hands. Y'all remember Destiny said that she was going to whoop her ass, but it had to do with Arionne talking about her child. Okay? Anyway, she said, keep talking shit. I'll make him eat me through the pants. Stay on her mind. She keeps stalking like a spy. Shorty can't stand me, and I really don't know why. Okay? Anyways, it goes on and on. Y'all can see it. Living rent free in her head, yada, yada, yada. I gotta buy another spot. I'm sure you do, girl. Because last night you had to leave Martell's spot because it looks like he has custody of the kids. It was his week or turn with the kids. So you had to go home, girl. And the two of y'all were texting from your respective houses. And this is what Arionne had posted, okay? So to those crazy lyrics, there's two things that's going on in black. I want to read that first. She said, let's go. Basically inciting violence. She's asking whoever feels like you've been hit to come for me because I'm ready to go back at you. That's the first one. The second part in black, she says, never a flex. I literally turned this show down the first time I was asked. Keep it cute, cold sore. So apparently she feels someone was out there. Somebody was out there suggesting that this was the first time she was being asked on the show. I don't know. Y'all can fill in those blanks for me if you know it. But I do want to say I found it hilarious that she was calling someone a cold sore when there were actual bloggers back in the day, bloggers and viewers of the show who was calling her a cold sore. I remember they took a picture of her lips when she had her braces on and they zoomed in on it. So, baby, the way everything she was writing in these posts was boomeranging back at her was hilarious. I also want to say this because she said that she had been asked on the show before. I wrote, did the cast agree to this? Because Carlos King have said over and over that he has never tried to ambush anyone on the show with Arionne, and that he said the only way she could come on is if he had complete consensus from the cast. So everybody had to agree. Destiny, the Scotts 1 and 2, the Fletchers, everybody had to agree. So I asked, did the cast agree to this? Because if y'all did, baby, oh my. Oh my. But let's get into it, y'all, because it looks like Martell might be possibly having conversations about the upcoming court case he has with Melody. He says at the very top, it shows his name, Martell Holt. And then behind her name, it said, win. That's Martell Holt saying, win, question mark, I've already won. And then he says, and I haven't even begun. He puts a smirky emoji, the smirk emoji there. Arionne does a kissy face emoji. And then Martell says, okay, I feel you. Now, this is where it goes into the attack, y'all. So I don't know if Destiny likes chicken tenders, if she's always ordering chicken tenders when she's at the house. This is very poorly written, but it does sound like it is against Destiny. And Arionne says, back to Martell after this. The reason you can't see chicken tenders bullshit is because why? And she put an exclamation mark and a question mark. Basically, she's confronting Martell. Why can't you see through this heifer's bullshit, right? Chicken tenders. She goes on to say, she came back telling you all her ex-friends' business. Besides you thinking, like, damn, is she a backstabber? Is she a backstabber, a fake ass friend? You was actually happy that she was confirming that your ex had been cheating. Chicken Tender literally told you to get your youngest daughter DNA tested. And you did. Telling me to get cool with her is crazy. I don't need friends. Not when she has you, Martell. Arionne said you're her best friend. You're the bestie for the restie. She don't want no more best friends, okay? It goes on to say, I can never get cool with a girl who was once a broke friend and got mad because they got cut off and go back to tell all my business to my ex. Slow bird. Now, the reason why I said that this is basically all this stuff she wrote is literally a boomerang back to her. Because, baby, if you are calling Martell your best friend, then why are you up here putting his business with somebody else that you know he fucked with out here? Why would you do that? You're doing everything you are accusing Destiny allegedly of doing. You're the brokey who is literally putting all of Martell's business, trying to strike back at him on social media, and you were doing it in real time. He probably didn't even know that you were posting these messages, girl. Messy, messy. And it didn't end there. Let's go on, child. So after Arionne thought she was striking back at Destiny, allegedly, by calling her a slow bird, when we all we all know who the slow bird is, she actually types in all caps, "Do not call me," to Martell. And then he responds, "I'm sorry, sweetheart. I love you." Arionne responds, or excuse me, then he says, "Arionne, answer the phone." So after saying, "I love you," Arionne answered the phone. That's when she responds back, "This is real time," because she wants people to know that Martell is begging her or saying that he loves her. So this is what she's posting for anybody who gives a shit, I guess. Anyway, she ends up saying, "Y'all mad at me because this man been chasing me for years, but yet y'all believe a girl who wanted fame and sacrificed her family to move on to somebody's husband." Oh, okay. Or maybe, Ariane, here's a thought. You having a baby with her man was just not what she wanted. Maybe that's not what she wanted, okay? You taken that in consideration that you fucked up that relationship by having a baby out of spite in order to keep him. I don't know. I'm just saying. Some of the stuff that you're saying now, this is how you know that you're in a real loop-de-loop situation, a real cuckoo-cachoo situation, is because the stuff you are putting out there literally could be said about you. This is why people tell you to just hush, just stay quiet a little bit so that you have time to digest this for real. And we already know what this upcoming season is going to be about. We already know what time you're on because you haven't changed, not even a little bit. But let's continue because, like I said, it sounds like the girl had to go home before them street lights came on, because check this out. Okay, again up in the corner, she said, "We still in real time, boo babies. We still in real time, boo babies." I think she calls her fan group the Arionettes. The Arionettes is what I think they're called. Anyway, Martell Holt says, "Arionne, answer your phone, please. I've asked you time and time again to not answer my phone calls. I don't do this shit to you." Then it looks like Arionne is trying to taunt him a little bit. She's saying, "Make sure you check Maverick's folder." That Maverick is a son that Martell and Arionne share together. She goes on to say, "I will pick him up from school tomorrow. Tell him I said good night and that I love him." Martell is still in the corner saying, "Call me." Martell also says, bring me his school clothes in the morning. That would be this morning because Martell's supposed to have the kids, I think, Thursday through Monday, or at least drop them back off on Monday. So it looks like Arionne drops her son off to be with Martell, to be with Martell the same time Melody's kids, or the kids that Melody and Martell share together, are with Martell. So Martell says, call me. Then he says, bring his school clothes in the morning. He's been asleep for an hour. Arionne says, meet me at the school. He says, stop, baby. I love you. He also says, Malia, which is the child that he shares with Melody, has to be at patrol at 7:25. So what do you want me to do? So I'm assuming that she has his daughter has something that has to be before school hours. She has to be there. How do you want me to handle this? Anyway, again, just showing us that this relationship is for the birds. You would have to be a bird in order to do this because that kind of relationship is for the birds. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I have said what I had to say. This clearly, did the cast agree to this? Did y'all agree to this? Please let me know, okay? I am open to hearing from anybody. Tell me what is going on over there. Also, I do find it very entertaining that I don't know, that she has to leave that man's house before a certain time, okay? And because she's angry that maybe chicken tenders, if that's who it is, if Destiny is chicken tenders, I don't know. If that chicken tenders could possibly, she might be able to stay over there a little longer than Ariane. I don't know. I don't know if it says specifically someone you have a romantic interest in, or if it's all friends of the opposite sex. I think it's just people you have a romantic interest in is not supposed to be at the house, which means that chicken tenders could probably be there when Ariane is not. That it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Anyways, y'all talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all of this craziness. Okay? If you are not a subscriber, if you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit the like button and make sure your notification bells are on. Follow me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. And until the next one, bye bye.